Hello, and welcome to episode 50 of the Knitting Annihilator podcast. My name is Akira, your friendly neighborhood knitter, and I am coming to you today from my amazing home in Adamsville, Alabama, where I live with my gorgeous, amazing, fantastic husband and my two sons, Aiden, who is asleep now, and Ethan, who is back there playing with a toy. We'll see how this goes. This is take 2. Okay. So today is April the 2nd. It is 10 o'clock at night. That seems to be the only time where I can get a decent podcast filmed. So I guess we're going to keep going with these late nights in my bedroom. So, yeah. I see we did get a handful of new subscribers, so thank you so much for subscribing. So I figured I'd share a little bit more about myself. Excuse me. Okay, great. So, this is my son Ethan. He is 5 months old. He'll be 6 months on April 8th. Alright, so more about me. Again, my name is Akira. I am 24 years old. I will be 25 this year on Halloween. I am from Birmingham, Alabama. My favorite color is purple. And if I could describe my personality, I am quiet, but if you catch it, well, this is what people say. I'm quiet, but if you catch what I'm saying, it's a little feisty. I mean, who would say that? Yeah. So, I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 boys, like I just said. Ethan is 5 months and Aiden is 2 years old. And my husband is a coal miner. And extremely grateful for him every day. Yeah, I've been knitting for about 5-6-ish years. I want to say I started my podcast a year after I learned to knit, so I'll say 5 years. So I've been knitting for 5 years, and I started with the usual scarf, and this is my first hat I've ever made, so I went into hats, got better at hats, and then I just dove in to everything else. There are patterns that intimidate me, but there are patterns that I just do anyway. I guess I consider myself an advanced beginner. Still. Am I still a beginner after 5 years? I feel like it. I don't know. So yeah, that is a little bit about me. So let me go into my show notes here. They were flipped over because I filmed this already. But it got a little wonky. Aiden did not want to take a nap, so he came running in from getting the nap. Ethan threw up he spit up like 3 times, and it was like everywhere, but I didn't do anything about it. Think that wasn't good parenting. So I deleted all that, and here we are fresh. So I already said the date, gave a little bit about myself. Also my favorite color is purple. So you can find me on Instagram as knitting_annihilator_, and you can find me on Ravelry as KiraGreen95. We also have a Ravelry group for the podcast, which is the Knitting Annihilator podcast group, and any show notes or anything that I discussed today will be listed down below in the description box. Because I have 2 kids now, it's a little more difficult to edit like I used to. So I pretty much just do a one take, give you all the notes in the description, so that way you don't have to keep fast forward, rewinding, what was that word, what was this word, all that stuff. It's already written down for you. And I'm social in the comments, so if you leave a comment, I'll, I don't have a problem answering. So, administrative things. We have 2 make-alongs going on. One is the green along that's starting on St. Patrick's Day. You just make anything green, anything you want. Those threads are open for the FO thread and the chatter thread. Those threads are open and whips are welcome. Also, I have the quarantine sweater mouth going on. That is just, it started yesterday, but whips are welcome. So I cheated and started my entry early. Whips are allowed. Just make any sweater that you would like. Maybe try that one sweater pattern that you were intimidated by or something like that. And yeah. So, should I pull this down some? Are you done? Can you stop trying to grab my studio notes? Okay, so they both end on June 20th. So, yeah, if you want to join in with that. Like I said, I don't know if there'll be prizes or not, or if this is just going to be a chill, like, fun knit along during these rough times. So, I'm just gonna, wait, where's my, oh, right here. Okay, that feels a little bit better. Yeah, so that way I can show you guys. Okay. So just an update. I know last podcast I was telling you guys about my husband, who is a coal miner. If they found a case, then they may have to shut the mine down for 2 weeks. We don't know. So they did have a confirmed case of coronavirus in our mine. It wasn't a supervisor that my husband worked for. So he wasn't exposed to that guy. And he hasn't been showing any symptoms. He seems fine. So they did allow him to stay home for about 5 days. And he just went back today. So, yeah. I miss him already. He was such a big help when he was here. But yeah, we don't know what's going to happen. It's pretty much up in the air at this point because that guy has it and his whole crew at this point probably has, but we don't know. So, yeah. So I'll keep you updated on that. Me and the kids are fine, safe. My county is Jefferson County, and at this point we're not on lockdown, but all the non-essential businesses have closed. So that's what I think they're leading to, the lockdowny part. But yeah, so that's what's going on my side of the world. So that is all I had to say in the beginning. So let's go ahead and get into my victory, which I have won. And here she is. So this is the My Little Secret crop top. My Little Secret crop top by Jessie May of Jessie May Designs. Can you not eat it? That'd be great. Yeah, so that's who made this. This yarn is fingering weight held double. Do y'all see it? This yarn is fingering weight held double. This greenish brownish color mixed with a gray is Dragon Hoard yarns, and then this gray with like hints of like blue, like tealy looking colors, is yarn from Caleisha of the Quirky Craftcast that she dyed for me as a surprise. So I didn't know if I was going to have enough of this, so I faded this in. It's knit top up. It's knit bottom up. And yeah, so I faded in the top color here, and then I used Caleisha's yarn for the ribbing, and then the Dragon Hoard yarn for the straps. I made the small. That's what I'm feeling in my spirit. I think I made the small. Either the small or the medium, but I'm 99% sure it was the small. Definitely need to weave in my ends and get these strings secure. But anyway, yeah. So I knit this on my Haya Sharp interchangeable needles, size 5. Took me about 5 or 6 days. I'm not wearing it right now because I'm actually a little chilly. So that's why I do not have it on right now. But there is a picture of me in it on my Instagram. Yes, I tucked in the ends just to take the picture. But yeah, I think this is super cute. And I may be making more Jessie made patterns. I was scared at first because my girls have a mind of their own. It really is what it is. This is my second son. I've breastfed. They're out of control. So I was very nervous for how this was going to fit. But I don't look saggy, which I truly appreciate. And the ribbing is very forgiving. So it does stretch, which I truly appreciate. Don't know if I'm going to block it or not because I love the fit, the exact fit that it's giving me right now. So, trying to see what I want to do. You got it, buddy? Yeah, Jessie made patterns. I loved it. The way her pattern was written, she holds your hand the whole time, and I truly appreciated that for what this shirt meant to me. I saw someone comment that said, I think they were test knitting like her ribbed shorts or something, and they said that it made her, she said it made her love her body again, and I can definitely agree with that. Putting this shirt on made me feel so sexy, so cute, and I felt on top of the world in this shirt. Like when I first put it on, I said, oh my god, it really fits, it really looks good. So it did make me appreciate myself a little bit more. But yeah, so that is this shirt. So let me, because I feel like my camera's gonna die. Let me plug it in really fast. Are you gonna talk to the people? No, don't grab that. I just said don't grab that. Oh, these boys. Here, this one's yours. Let me plug it in really fast. Let's do this. Oh, you sat up the whole time. That's so good. His sitting up is getting so good. Who's a proud mommy? I'm a proud mommy. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Feel a little bit better now. Hope that was a good intermission. You could get you some snacks, a couple stitches in. Okay, so that was the only victory that I had. So we will now move into battles. So I will talk about my sweater first. So I cast on, since we last spoke, I cast on the Scrapper Cardi by the Drunk Knitter. That's what it looks like. And here's what I have so far. Oh, I'm in the middle of a row. Well, that's no bueno. Let's fix that. Because I don't like showing things in the middle of the row. So, how are you guys doing today? I guess right here we can go ahead and go into a segment that I put on my notes as remedial parenting. So, because I love to share my parenting experiences with you guys. You guys have grown up with me. I don't think I was a wife when I started podcasting. I'm now a wife and a mother and all these things. So I like to share these things with you. So I am potty training Aiden. And it's been a crazy ride. Aiden is very set in his ways and what he wants. It's so crazy. When people give me advice on like what they think will help or things like that, in my mind I'm like, ma'am or sir, take what you think my son acts like or should act like, throw it out the window and start over, because that's the kind of guy he is. But he's super smart and he's super sweet. Just a super sweet, smart kid, but extremely, extremely stubborn. So week 1 was awful. I'll just be honest with you. It was, I see why some babies stay in diapers as long as they do, because it is difficult. It is extremely difficult, and it hurts your feelings, and it makes you feel like incompetent. But I've kept going. We've been pretty consistent. So this is week 2 of potty training, and he, for the most part, goes by himself. He can tell you when he has to go pee or poop. The pooping part we're still working on, but he's really good at running to the bathroom if he has to pee. He has a little baby urinal that he loves to go in, and he will pee in the urinal. He wants to dump the pee himself and flush himself, and it's such a beautiful, chaotic masterpiece at this point. I'm so proud of him, where he's come, but it's not easy. It really isn't. So that's that with Aiden. I feel like when I was talking about it earlier, I was upset, or I sounded upset, and I sounded like it felt like I sounded kind of rude, because I was just like, people are going to give you parenting advice as long as you put your children, out there, regardless if you want to hear it or not. I'm trying to learn to let that roll off my back and not have me comparing my son to other children, because he's not like other children. And just trying to make sure that I give him what he needs. Like, yeah, he may not be like your kid or anyone else's kid, but let me figure out how to get my son where he needs to be, the way that will break through to him. So, but yeah, gotten a lot better since week 1. So, yeah. Ethan is teething. So I've been dealing with the biting of the nipple. I have been dealing with the clingy and cranky. But he's so beautiful and he's such a happy baby. So that's how I know that it's the teeth and not him. Because he's happy for the most part. So, just saved you guys another 15-ish minutes of me talking at the end, because I said it right here. I hope I note that somewhere. Anyway, so here we are. This is where I am. So, the yarn I'm using is Legacy Fiber Arts yarn. You kind of can't see here. Maybe if I come back here. Oh yeah, okay. So right here at the top is a colorway called Foxtail, and then this colorway here is Candy Corn, and it's all Legacy Fiber Arts yarn. I have had the trials and tribulations with this yarn. I never know what it wants to be, and then I rip back all the time. But this, I'm confident that this is what I want it to be. So, I just don't know if I want to do color blocking with it, like have half of it be candy corn and the other half be foxtail. If I want to do like the little fade stripes, that's what I'm still trying to decide. But I'm trying to at least separate for the sleeves in candy corn. Let's see. There's no helping it. Yeah. So earlier I had such beautiful lighting, but it's okay. We're gonna keep moving. So this is where I am. I'm still on the increases. I'm doing the size 38, which is like a medium size, because I love cozy sweaters. I wear my husband's jackets all the time because I love cozy clothes. So that's where I am. I'm using my Hiya Sharps. I think these are the interchangeables. Yeah. And the size is 3 and 4, which is what's recommended in the pattern. It is living in my Fawn and Fox. Yeah, Fawn and the Fox bag that I got years ago. And it's living in there because if you look closely, there's little candy corns on it. So I figured that's the perfect place for it to live. So yeah, that is that sweater. Let me make sure I talked about everything I wanted to with that sweater. Oh, I did that? Oh, and I wanted me to tell you that I'm in love with it. So, I'm in love with it. Alright, so that's good. And then also, I wanted to talk about this project because I hadn't worked on it, and then now I want to repurpose the yarn. So this, living in my Stitching the High Notes bag, is my Just Full Festive shawl by Caleisha of the Quirky Monday Craftcast. And this is where I am. And when Caleisha saw it, she was like, oh, it's going to be huge. I had other comments saying, I've never seen a blanket crocheted like that. And I was like, well, it's a shawl. And then she's like, oh. So I'm going to take that as a red flag to say that this isn't going well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to frog this. This yarn is Cozy Posy in the colorway Dragonfly. I was making this for the Pisces make-along, but it's okay, life happens. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to frog this, and I'm going to use this yarn to make hats. So my sister is having a baby, and it's a girl. Her name's going to be Nova, so I figured I'll make her and Nova matching hats. And I have to make my other sister a hat because she loves blue. It's her favorite color, and she really loved this color yarn. So I'm gonna make her that hat too. So I figured all the girls can have matching hats. Me, my sisters, and Nova. So I'm gonna make a child size for Nova, and then, you know, the adult size for us. It looks like a pretty decent pattern. And yeah. So gonna make hats. But I'm not putting my crochet hook away. I'm not deterred. Yeah, that sounds like the right word. From crocheting, because I have plans. I have plans. Just not right now. So that's what's going on with that one. Again, that was the Just Feel Festive Shawl by Caleisha of the Quirky Monday Craftcast. What's next? Oh, living in my Steel City Stitchers bag. Got stuff all tangled. Living in my Steel City Stitchers bag, I have my Vertices Unite Shawl by Stephen West. Like, I lost all my thoughts just then. By Stephen West, and this is where I am now. Look, you have things. You don't have to grab on my things. Okay. And this is where I am. Do I keep showing you the wrong side? I sure do. Alright, here we go. Ooh, that's perfect. So, this is it. I would love to show you without having to be on baby duty. Okay, put it far away enough this time. So, this is how this is going. I am in love with this. This is one of my mindless knits. Once I have my sweater separated, it'll be mindless. It's mindless in a way that, you know, I'm just doing increases and then measuring and doing increases and measuring, but I'm just ready to knit. Are you hungry? So this, I am doing increases and all that jazz, but I don't know, it's like much more therapeutic to knit. This is my entry for the green mow, because all of my yarn is Legacy Fiber Arts, and I'll show you the balls in a minute. So this is where I am. This is, again, the Vertices Unite Shawl by Stephen West. I am making the large, because I think there's a small and a large. I'm making the largest version. I'm still on section 1. As you can see, I haven't really made a lot of progress on these things because I've been distracted by other things and people being so generous during this trying time, and I want to make all the things at this point. So, yeah, that's how it's going. Just some little micro stripes here. I love it. And I'm knitting these on my signature needles on a size 5. So, this yarn is getting blown out. So it's cream, choo-choo. It's cream with some greens and grays in it. I think this is, hold on, not that, but, not that, but, Crack in the Sidewalk. So I'm guessing that this is Crack in the Sidewalk. This is Grey Gardens. This is Guac. It's the same. That's funny. So this one is a deeper green than this. Oh, put them. Oh, okay. It looks better like that. So this is Guac. That's all right. You don't have to touch it. Thank you anyway. And this is Castle on the Hill. I'm just guessing. I've had this yarn kicked up for like a year or two. So the bands, you know, are not with them. But I feel like I'm accurate based on the look of it. You can't see this either. It's cream with the greens, but there's some tan hues in this one. These four were a set with Legacy Fiber Arts. Chelsea, the daughter mother, made a exploration station with these. So I bought it and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make that. No, I didn't make that. And then this green is the odd man out of the bunch. This green came with another Legacy Fiber Arts kit, and Miss Sue, the mother-grandmother, made the So Faded sweater with this and some other yarns, and I was like, yeah, I gotta buy that and make that. I'm not gonna make that. I don't want to make that. So, lucked out, this is going to be my border for my shawl. So this, I believe, is their steel toes base, but this is their cozy toes base, which is cashmere. So I would love to have all this cashmere protected by a merino nylon shield. So yeah. Oh, here's a picture of what the shawl looks like. So this is the small version, I believe, depicted. And baby girl's not doing that. Baby girl's doing the large. So as you can see, I'm not scared of large shawls. I love large shawls. But when you go to saying like, hey, is that a blanket? And I'm like, no, it's not a blanket. And my feelings are hurt. Yeah. And then on top of that, Caleisha does say to take gauge if you're going to use DK weight. And of course I said screw that, and it bit me in the butt. So it's my fault, and I'm fine with it. I'm not complaining. I feel positive. I'm just going to do the pattern like it says and hold the mini skeins double. So, yeah. That is all I have for making at this point. So we can get into Kryptonite. So Kryptonite 1 is the Myra hat. I did buy that most recently, like yesterday or the day before. Because of course I, like everyone else, watches Cozy Up Knits, and the Myra hat is on there like almost every episode at this point. So I bought it to make for my family. And also during this trying time, I've been looking at new dyers and new makers. So this one maker that's called Yarrow and Company had some progress keepers, and I bought some. So here is the first one. Oh, perfect. Perfect. This is a gillyweed cake. So I bought that to put on my shawl. But then I saw this one and I just had to have it. Right here. Are you okay? Okay, you're good. And this one, I'm trying to find the best way to, there we go. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, this one is a cupcake, but it is a Mad Eye Moody cupcake. And it's on this yarn because this is a Mad Eye Moody colorway. So I put those together. Don't know what I'm going to make with this, but I have it. So that's one thing. So we'll go ahead and go into the second thing because of course I already opened it. So in my mind I was thinking, oh, maybe the next Homespun House colorway will be similar, just like the other two are similar to each other, and I can use that to make my Just Will Better shawl by Caleisha and like fade them together. Absolutely not, sis. I played myself. So this colorway is called Clever Crookshanks, and it's a beautiful yarn nonetheless. So it's like, oh, it shows up really good right here. That's pretty much true to what's happening on my end. So it's got like some deep colors, some oranges, some just all around goodness. And at first when I first filmed, I think you could see that I was like shook, and I was like, well, damn. But it's okay, because I have so much more yarn that could fade into this. So this is kind of, I just love the way these played with each other. So I'm not giving up. So I think, yeah, I think it would go this and then that. So this is going to be a Just Feel Better shawl. Just gotta find a third color, because that is what Hannah of the Cozy Cottage Crochet did. So yeah, so that was that as well. Right, talked about that and that. So I have been buying things. It's not the right thing to do, but I have, as you can see, obviously. So I put out a call for, hey, which yarn dyers do Outlander themed yarn? Because I am obsessed with Outlander. I haven't been able to watch it for the past 5 days because my husband's been home and we've been watching things with ourselves. But things are about to go back to normal, so I will probably be watching Outlander soon. And how I didn't know that Tristan Jag and Hoard Yarns sold Outlander inspired yarn. How I didn't know that, I don't know, because I have so much of her stuff. But I went on there and found the perfect combination. And this is it. This is it. So I have, so these two are the Outlander yarns. This one I think is just a tonal. So this one is called Sasanic, which is what I think that means Outlander. My spirit feels right. Yes. This one is called Shadow. It's like a deep gray, almost black. I don't know why I had an attitude with that. Sorry. And then this colorway is Healer. And it looks like a silver, but kind of gives me like lavender vibes. So I have all 3 of these, and this is going to be my Mother's Day cast on. So this is what I'm going to cast on for a present for myself on Mother's Day, and put it in my Outlander bag. And I'm going to wait till Mother's Day to cast it on, because I'm using the month of April. What's wrong, baby? Okay. Oh, it's okay. So I'm using the month of April as gift knitting. So I'm going to work on my, is that it? Yeah, so we can go ahead and go into strategies. So April's going to be my gift knitting month. So I'm going to make a Mother's Prayer by the Periscoping Sisters, which is their yearly Mother's Day mystery knit along. I do it every year. My mom has every single one of them because that's who I make them for, because she is the one that told me to try knitting. So I feel like I repay her every Mother's Day with a, I don't make it by Mother's Day, but this year I am extremely determined to make it by Mother's Day. So, hey, that's my handsome boy. So I'm going to be making that. Let me show you the yarn I'm going to use for that. So I had 2 other skeins picked out for my mom before, and I podcasted and I showed you guys the yarn, and I was so excited, so thrilled. I was like, yes, this is it. I took it over to my mother's house. I just took it out of my pocket. I had on a robe, and I tucked them in my robe. And I took out the the speckled. I said, hey, do you like this? So then she goes, you know, I don't really like purple like that. I'm like, Mom, it's not purple. So then she gets closer and she puts her glasses on. She's like, yeah, that's cool. That's not what I want to hear. That she doesn't like it. So before I podcasted, I was going to find another set of yarns and you know, figure it out. Okay. So it led me to some yarn that I was using for a Stephen West make-along. Okay, that I was using for a Stephen West pattern that fell through. So I'm going to be using Legacy Fiber Arts yarn in the colorway Little Shop of Horror. So it's like this green with like green and blue and red. I see a little bit of pink in there. So that's going to be this. And then the contrasting color will be Espresso Bean. So I'm really glad that I found this combination. One, because it's already caked up. My Swift is being difficult with me. The part that you screw into to get it to stay on the table is falling out of the hole. I don't know how to fix that. If you know how to fix that, you can definitely comment below and tell me. But, yeah, don't know how to fix that. So I'm so glad that I thought of this. I looked at it. Little Shop of Horror is one of our favorite musicals. And by our, I mean my mom, my dad, my whole family. So definitely excited to use this yarn instead of the other yarn that I picked. So yeah, that's a part of strategies. So that's my Mother's Day, my mom's Mother's Day gift, and then the Myra hats is another strategy. Hopefully I can get my sweater in there. Oh, I didn't tell you what I was casting on. So with my Outlander yarn, I'm going to be casting on the Namibia Shawl by Tamy Gore. I was a test knitter for it, and I love that pattern. And I actually bought another set to make another one, but I guess I'm not doing that. So I'm going to be using that yarn. The Outlander yarn. Does anyone else find the intro music a little creepy? I skipped that part. I don't know. It scares me for some reason. I don't know. I don't know if it's because, you know, you got the little witches dancing. I don't know. I'm weird. So yeah, that is everything. That's everything. Do I think I'm still a little discombobulated? Yes, but this is less discombobulated than earlier. So I'm going to accept this for what it is. I'm a real person. This is real life. This is a real baby that came out my real uterus that does real things. I don't know where I'm going. I'm exhausted. So thank you so much for watching. Please, if you would, like, comment, and subscribe, join the alliance, and turn on the notification bell so that way you know whenever I post. And I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and have the best time knitting, spinning, crocheting, diamond painting, weaving, embroidery, painting, living the craftiest life possible. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh my gosh. Here you go. You're going to say bye-bye to the people? You say bye-bye? Look, buddy. Can you give us that smile you gave us earlier? I should have saved that. Come on. Here, look. Tell them bye-bye. No? You're not going to do it? You're not going to... Excuse me. Excuse me. Can you talk to the people? Oh, ooh. That's a little attitude. Okay. Alright, well, let me just... Here you go. Okay, bye guys.